But he said the first date went so great. So then, why has he not texted me or called me? And there is no second date. But why? Well, that is why I am here. Hi, this is Neeti. Welcome to my channel. And here we talk about how to strengthen your relationship. Sorry, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 7 pointers quiz that I'm going to take with you guys. You have to listen to every point very, very carefully. Number 1, did you brush touch? Girls, you have to listen to this very, very carefully. Now, in case the guy is, striking a conversation, आप लोग दोनों की बातें चल रही हैं, and he's cracked a joke or he's genuinely funny, you could just laugh and, touch lightly on his arm or, just generally like push him a little bit, like a little nudge, just out of a playful thing. Or let's say when you're getting up to go to the washroom, and you're coming back and you need some space to come back and sit, you could just touch him by the arms and say, just let me in, let me like give some space. Or just touch him by the arms and say, hey, you know what, I'm back, so where were we, and start your conversation jahan se aapne usse choda tha. So this is called brush touch. In your first date, you just have to lightly, very gently, just give a little bit of sign here and there that you are interested in the guy. Okay? And remember, touch is a catalyst for first date. अब catalyst अगर आपने chemistry में पढ़ा है, so you know what I mean. So touch is a catalyst for first date. Okay, point number 2. How was your style of talking? Now, I'm asking you this very clearly, and girls, you have to think about it. In fact, boys, even you can pay attention to this, because a lot of time happens कि आप बड़ी उम्मीद के साथ, expectations के साथ गए कि first date है, लेकिन वो second date तक बात पहुंचती ही नहीं है. So, did you talk in a slow, seductive manner? By that, what do I mean? Ab dekhiye, if you're sitting across the table and imagine a girl going, oh, I had to do this and I had to do that, and then my mom called and then this happened and that happened, blah, 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 blah. The boy would be like, hey, there's no rush. Slow down. And when I say that you have to talk slowly and you have to talk in a slightly seductive manner, just by lowering your voice a little bit. For example, agar main aapke samne बैठी हूँ and we're talking, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I know, I like that, absolutely, yeah. So do you see, the eye contact has to be nice and slow and steady. The tone and the voice has to be slow and steady. Your conversation doesn't have to be, कोई race नहीं है यहाँ पे. You are not running a race. So you guys have time. You have taken out time for each other. It's your first date. Moving on to point number 3. Did you talk to him in a desirable tone or a platonic tone? Or इन सब का क्या मतलब होता है? अब देखिए, platonic tone or platonic language क्या होती है? If I look at a boy and I would say, hey, it's great to see you. It's good you could take our time and you could come here. We could just chit chat and have a lunch. What do you make out from this? इससे आपको क्या समझ में आता है कि obviously I am putting you in a friend zone. Now, what is a desirable tone or a desirable language? When I look at you and I meet you on a first date, I would probably say, hi, you're looking really nice. It's so good to see you. In fact, the jacket that you're wearing is looking super hot. So now, do you see the expressions, the way I'm talking? I've slowed down a little bit. There is a little bit, the way I have said it is different. So I am not putting you in a friend zone. So if it's platonic tone or a language, obviously the guy would feel that, okay, I think I'm just being put in a friend zone. मुझे friend zone में डाला जा रहा है, so it's all right. And that same goes for, the girls as well. She can also feel the same thing. And if you're talking in a desirable tone or a language, automatically the other person would feel ki, okay, there is something more to it. This person definitely wants to be a little more than friends. Moving on, point number 4. Okay, this is something that even I have tried and it has worked because it did send that kind of signal, okay? Did you hug him like a friend? Or did you hug him like you liked him? Now, why I'm asking, and I want you to sit back and think कि आपकी first date पे ऐसा क्या हुआ है, okay? Now, if you hug as a friend, it would just be like, yeah, like a second and you move back. If you have hugged him like you like him, a little more than friend, then the hug stays on for maybe 2 or 3 seconds extra and a nice tight hug. Moving on to point number 5. Okay, did you let him check you out? What do I mean by that? Now, for example, a girl is just sitting, and generally going through, let's say you're in a restaurant, okay? And the girl is going through a menu, and she just brushes her hair, and she's just generally reading what all is there in the food menu. And from the corner of your eye, the guy is looking at you. Let him check you out. Okay, or let's say you have gotten up to use the washroom, a little bit of your brush on your hair, and playing with your hair, or just generally, if you want to walk in a certain just walk in a certain style. I'm not saying just change your walk, but like a little style here and there, and the guy is checking you out. Let him do that. I mean, there is a reason why you both have decided to come on a first date, right? ऐसा तो है नहीं कि आपको कुछ force किया जा रहा है. You wanted to come on a date, he wanted to come on a date, okay? Or it could be that, you're generally just looking somewhere else, and that he is checking you out. Let him do that. People want to check you out without you looking at them. So first date pe, if the boy wants to check you out, and obviously agar wo baar baar usko lag raha hai ki, every time he's trying to look at you or check you out, you're looking at him, it just gets a little awkward. So just let him do that. Moving on to point number 6. Did you have enough playful conversations? Did you tease him enough? Or was there a little bit flirting here and there? See, all this is allowed on the first date, to some extent. I mean, aap puri tarah se to, of course, you're not going to go ahead, but little bit here and there. For example, okay, if the girl or the boy, anyone can say this, that I smelled something really, really yum. And I think that happens to be your cologne, or is it my perfume? I don't know, but it's really yum. I mean, see, these are little ways of you sort of trying to say something. You're not acting vulgar. You're not acting as if, you're coming too strongly on each other. It's a first date, so you have to watch what you say, but you can be playful. You can be a little flirtatious, maybe like 1%, so that the other person doesn't feel that, oh my God, this is like too much for me to handle, and you don't have to compliment her again and again and again. That also gets uncomfortable for a girl, and the same goes for girls as well. You don't have to keep complimenting the boys again and again. It is your first date. Thoda slow it down, take it easy, aram se. All right, so yeah, little playful, easy breezy, flirtatious conversations. Keep that in mind. And the last point, okay, after the first date, did you send each other, like a sexy, subtle text message? Now, see, what I mean by that. See, one straightforward message or a plain message would be that, hey, I hope you had a good time, and I hope you got your cab on time, or I hope you reached your office or your home or wherever on time. The second message could be, and this is after your date has finished, your second message could be that, hey, you know what? This was good fun, ... Now, fun is a desirable language. And if you send it with an emoji like a wink, I don't know how to wink properly, but like a wink, then yes, that is showing some kind of desire from the boy's side or the girl's side, whoever has sent that message, and, trying to say and trying to express that this can be taken forward. This can result in a second date. Okay, so I hope all of these pointers, they sort of help you out in some way or the other. So do subscribe to the channel, and please like the videos and share the videos. And thank you so much for taking out your precious time. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. See you. Ta-da.